Hi and welcome back to the Travel Vlogs edition. Let me welcome you with some taho, which is a common drink here in the Philippines that I'm not really a fan of. And do you remember the sari-sari store that I mentioned in an old video? Those are a good examples, and this is the palengke, which is the market. We bought some umbrellas because we didn't have any, and in fact we were soaking wet. And let me first introduce you this place called the Talisay, which is a lovely province city here in Batangas, where is my father's side from, and this is our room. He was watching one of my videos and I was okay, and then he switched with animes. I was telling him to watch with subtitles, but he was like, no thank you. He prefers dub. We listen and we don't judge. So anyways, as I was saying, I didn't realize that we had so many relatives, and Thomas was my brother, surprised as well. So I did saw them when I was little but couldn't remember them anymore, so I had to sit down with a cousin of mine and review our family tree members, which I enjoyed a lot doing. But before going deep into that, let me show you a place that we found by walking around the streets, and it was of course all pink and had churros, and then we ordered as well yogurts with Nutella, and the other one was matcha of course, and the churros were very delicious. They were Ferrero flavored. But in reality, our main goal destination was to go to 7-Eleven, which is a mini supermarket that has lots of food. One thing about province life is that you can call people for their services. In this case, my grandma was doing manicure and pedicure, and people are gonna come in your house anytime, instead of going to the salon, which sometimes is better because people keep coming and they're like, oh yeah, I'll do my nails as well. And the clients keep coming, and now it's a time for home tour. So, shall we start our home tour? The lights are off because there's no electricity. What are you doing? So, here we have the rooms. Do you remember Kuya Paolo? There's no light here. You don't remember Kuya Paolo? Okay, that's his room by the way. This is Mami Tet.
Wow!
Do you like it?
Yeah.
This is the living room with the TV. Do you like to watch TV?
This would be so.
Yes. Oh, we were just playing with the kids. This is not a proper house tour, and this is also my cousin's that lives in Milan house, and we were just looking around. Also, I like it better here because it's more quiet. Batangueño people tend to be noisy a lot. Sometimes their tone can be too loud for my ears, and I prefer to stay with the ghost here. And of course, we couldn't skip midnight snack at 7-Eleven once again, that consisted in some noodles, drinks, and siopao as well. My brother tasted every kind of siopao, and we came here like almost every day. Going back to the house with ghost, kidding, to the previous topic of the family tree, I enjoyed doing that a lot because it's one thing experiencing it theoretically speaking, but to get to know them in person and seeing them eating, laughing, smiling, that made me so happy. And someone would ask, what do you do at the province? Well, in our case, we did the dental checkups and then ate a lot. I was craving for nachos, but like the good ones with meat, the cheese, lots of it, and it was so good. This was my appetizer. Then we ate other stuff, and then I got some matcha strawberry one flavored, and it was pretty good, but not my favorite. All of this while spending time with your family. So quality time and food are the only reasons why I come back here in the Philippines. And then we ate some street foods. Here you can see quail eggs, the orange one, then french fries and mice, and they had squid balls in the back, and here I was recording, didn't even know that I was. And then explored a bit the city because it has a lake with an active volcano in it called Taal that sometimes causes evacuation. That luckily didn't happen during our time over there. It doesn't even usually happen. That is why local people are so used to it by now. They've been dealing with it ever since they were born. This is one of my core happiest memories because I called someone to do our lash extensions, and we were about to have dinner with the whole family, so they were around talking with each other. They were curious enough to try fixing their eyebrows, doing extensions, and that made me so happy, seeing them taking care of themselves. And then we had dinner, which was so loud and fun. So you better get ready, because I warned you. I don't even remember what they were joking about, but at least we tried some liquors from Italy that were pistachio flavored. It was my first time as well. It was fine. You can see us talking seriously, but we were actually laughing a lot. I just couldn't record it. And here are the results of my cat eyes extensions, which is not my first time, though at first I was like, okay, I'm still getting used to it, and now I cannot see myself without. And of course, breakfast at 7-Eleven again, yay, which we surprisingly never got tired of, because they had so many options, as you can see from those ice creams and drinks. We always got something different every day. I got this flavored water, which was too sweet, so I never got it again. And then we went back to the dentist. We always came back because we were like 6 members of the family, right? And that time was my turn. I did some cleaning, and the main thing was whitening, which had 3 sessions. I kid you not, we spent more than a couple of days in that place, which I don't mind because it was clean and they were so polite and kind. So I was satisfied overall. And this is when our week in Batangas finished and we were going to Manila, which you can clearly tell because it is a big city but very dirty. Probably not all of it, but most of it, and that is why it's almost suffocating to stay there, but that is just my opinion, because there are also silver linings in here. Like having many food options. This is Chowking, the Chinese fast food that I used to love because this is my childhood. They have many options, but I always order 3 things, sometimes 4, but the main 3 are chicharap, which are the Dragon Clouds chips, and then fried siomai, and buchi, which is sweet, and they are 3 of them over here, and sometimes I do order siopao as well. They ordered halo halo and then chow fan, which had rice in it. It was a quick stop before getting into our hotel. This place, it's in Makati and it's called a residence, so it's actually a condo with apartments, which is very common here in Manila, or Manila, whatever you want to call it. And it took them so long to check us in, maybe 1 hour or a couple of them. I didn't actually mind waiting because the reception was very cute and they were connected to that back door with the supermarket and mall. And this building is high like 100 floors. We were in the 62nd, if I'm not wrong. And the apartment was very tiny for my taste. Not even the Japanese kind of tiny, but that's fine. 6 to 8 people fits inside of the apartment, though I didn't film it, but I did film this breathtaking view. This city is known for the many offices that it has, and then we ran to the mall because we were hungry and wanted a snack. But that place was very bizarre because they didn't have the typical shops that you can find almost everywhere here in the Philippines, but they had like not very popular ones, or maybe they are new and I just don't know them that much because I only have been here not even for a couple of months this year. But anyways, they had Starbucks, at least that, and I managed to drink some matcha and some Oreo cheesecake for my little brother, who I looked at and saw his long hair, so I asked him if he wanted a new haircut and he said yes. So after looking at some potential new tumblers or caps, we went to this barber who really surprised me because for only 500 pesos, which is around about 10 euro, they did a really good job, at least in my opinion. Thomas didn't like it, so while I was waiting I went to the National Bookstore to look for books, of course, but I didn't like anything, not even in the book talk section, which is strange because I always like to buy new books. But anyways, I got some cute little pens, and then I went to this place called Daiso, which is a Japanese shop that had many things, snacks, accessories, stationery, more food, and so go on. And now you can see the result of his hair, which is not that bad comparing it to the previous hair that he had when we were at Starbucks. And then it was dinner time. We opted for this place that had dak as a specialty, which I really liked. And if I remember correctly, it had like Hong Kong name in it. Yes, his plate says Hong Kong Little Kitchen. I like the dak, but not those grilled gyoza. But anyways, they had so many cats around the mall that is called Air Mall. And that reminded me a lot of Turkey. I really want to go to Istanbul one day, and I will, for sure. This is the entrance that I told you before that connected directly the mall to the apartments. And the day got even better after a hot shower and hair drying with this amazing view. And for now, that will be it from my side. I hope you liked it as much as I did. Can't wait for you to see the next video. Bye bye!